What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I told you I wasn't going to forget about you. I told you there would be more Cyber Dragon content. I told you Cyber Dogmatika was on the way. Today we have the deck list. We're going to go over it, and then I have a combo line that you need to know how to do. We're not going to really go through the cyber plays because you should know the cyber plays at this point. They should be drilled into your brain. They should be second knowledge. You should be able to do it in your sleep. So without further ado, the deck list and the reasoning behind the deck list. 1 Cyber Dragon, 3 Core, 2 Hertz, 1 Noxter, 3 Galaxy Soldier, 2 Ecclesia, 2 Fleur de Lis, 1 Dragma, Dogmatika Maximus, I guess, for the proper translation and not just the EDO name. We have our Kashtira Fenris, 3 of them. Card is just insane. Card's very good going first and very good going second. We have 3 Ash and 3 Droll as our monster hand traps of choice. 3 Emergency, 1 Repair, 3 Nadir Servant. Card is so broken. 3 Duality works so great in this deck, especially with the Dogmatika engine. 1 Harpy Feather Duster, Dogmatika Punishment, Shadal, Schism, and 3 Infinite Impermanence, rounding out our hand traps. So we have our 13 going second cards. You guys know that I like at least 25% of my deck to be going second cards. This one we're slightly over that, which I am okay with that because the way the game is nowadays, you have to have going second cards. All gas, all combo piece decks simply are not the greatest, because if you lose the die roll, guess what? You're in trouble. We have 2 Mega Fleet, 1 Fortress, 1 Rampage, 1 Titaniclad, Dragoon. We have Garua, we have Apclone, Intis, Winda, Nova Infinity. We have our Sky Crisis, Almirage, and Gardna. So why are we playing the ratios that we're playing? This is not going to be a 2-minute deck profile, although it could have been. Obviously, 3 Core, you're going to want to see this card. That's why we're playing 3 Emergency. It is the starter, the heart and soul of the Cyber engine. 2 Hertz, could play 3 here, but I've been finding a lot of variants, like other than like pure Cyber Dragon type builds. 2 Hertz has been plenty. Our last build, we actually cut Naxter. We put it back in there for this one, so we are playing the Naxter still. 3 Galaxy Soldier, because these are also lights, so it's even less bricky, but at the same time, that third one can come up because of things like duality into Rampage with your Galaxy Soldier. So there's niche scenarios where the third one can actually come up a little bit, and obviously that can apply to pure or any build playing duality. But again, this is based on the variant. I wanted to play Galaxy Soldiers. I'm not playing Machine Dupe, so I wanted more XC's rank plays, play lines to get to duality, things like that. If I was playing dupe, I would definitely not play 3 Galaxy Soldier. I was on 3 Ecclesia. We ended up going to 2 because it was plenty. 2 Fleur, because this is our into Dragoon, and well, Dogmatika Maximus also is an into Dragoon, in addition to having a 3000 booty. Fenrir, we said it, this card is insane going first and second. Ash and Imperm are probably format staples for the foreseeable future. I still like Droll and Lockbird, so Droll and Lockbird's still in there. We already said Emergency. We're playing Galaxy Soldier, so Repair Plant is needed. Nadir Servant, this card is so strong on its own. I don't know what else to say about it, guys. Like, just Nadir Servant gets you your Winda, it gets you a Fleur Negate, it gets you a lot of advantage. It's just such a strong card. Duality, this is your OTK button, this is your Dragoon button, this is your utility card. Feather Duster, just generic removal. Punishment, I like it as it gives a different layer of disruption if you don't need to go into your your Fleur or your Maximus. It's just another layer that your opponent has to deal with. The Schism is like the 1 brick of the deck. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else to say about it. It's the brick of the deck. And then 3 Infinite Permanences. If I win the die roll, I choose to go first. I do choose to go first. I think it's the right call with this build. But if you lose the die roll, you kind of hope. You're playing 12 going second cards plus Feather Duster. So let's see if you can't pull it out. Extra deck should be pretty self-explanatory. I went with Sky Crisis over Zeus for those late game scenarios, or if you just can't get into your Nova Infinity, you can still get into this card, whereas sometimes Zeus just is not possible. The Shadal package, just because it really makes Nadir that much stronger of a card. Everything else here should be pretty self-explanatory. Almirage to make your Ecclesia a combo, because you can normal Ecclesia effect and then go into like your other cards. So or you can't even say it. If you have your Ecclesia and you can't get into other extra deck cards like core Ecclesia, you can core search your card, link Almirage, link Secure Guard, and a special summon your Ecclesia, and then Ecclesia effect to Maximus. Maximus can banish the Almirage from your graveyard, and then you combo off that way. Speaking of that combo, let's go ahead and show it. So here we go. It is Nadir Servant plus Duality, gets you a ton of cards. You do not even need a discard because you dump the Garua off your Nadir, so that gets you a draw. Very, very important, because if you go Titaniclad first, you're not going to get the search in the end phase. So make sure you go Garua first. Then you get your Ecclesia, summon it, effect to search, search your Maximus, banish the Garua, dump the Apkallone, and dump the Titaniclad, which gets you that search later. Get your Schism now, discard the card you drew if you need it. You have your Duality, you have your Schism, and you're going to go ahead and add that Fleur to your hand. So this is what you end with. As soon as there's an extra deck monster on your opponent's side of the field, you can summon your Fleur, negate one of their face-up monsters on the field. Pretty good. You also have your Schism into a window, which you can chain to a special summon, and guess what? Now they got locked under window. In addition to that, you have your Duality, which can get rid of your Maximus or your Fleur and go into a Dragoon. Again, this is 2 cards. You'd have 3 more in hand, so you would have discards for your Dragoon, depending how you wanted to play it. Or if you don't need it, you could even hold this for on your turn and potentially go into a Rampage instead. There's so many play lines. This deck is, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best way to play Cyber Dragon. Cyber Sprite also right there. Video is up on the channel. Hopefully I didn't rush through too fast though, but that's pretty much the gist of it. That's the list. This is the combo that you really need to know how to do in order, and we're working on a replay video, but that will be its own thing at a time to be determined. No guarantees on it. Anyway though, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. More Cyber Dragon content is in the works, so make sure you have that little bell on and you see when we post it. Thanks for watching, guys.